What's happening? What's happening? It's your boy Papa Duck back with ain't nothing. You already know what time it is, boy. Nothing but that sauce. If you ain't subscribed to the channel or what you waiting on, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you ain't already, make sure you hit that like button. Y'all know what time it is. And look below, you will see the link. All merch that you purchase, all proceeds goes back to the channel. That's how we pay for ads, and that's how we promote this channel to get the word out there. Now, this is what I want to holler at y'all about. Listen, I got into a little back and forth with somebody on one of the comments, right? And they was like, well, Doug, why you always saying we people are zombies? I'm finna give you a damn good example, right? Because I always try to get y'all to use this. Think about this. And I did a video about this. Remember they was doing the snatching and grabbing? They were grabbing all the Gucci shit and Louis Vuitton and all the high-end stuff. Now, say some of that stuff, which it was true, they were grabbing some Gucci shit, right? When they grabbed that Gucci shit, they jumped in the car. The police smashed out the window of the car with the baton. I'm saying to myself, what if they shoot outside that car and hit one of these police? This is the spell. This is why I tell you it's a spell. Pay attention. While that police putting his life on the line for a piece of material that ain't no better than in Walmart or no other store, that's got insurance on it, while that police putting their life on the line, the family that owns that company, Gucci, at home, in the comforts of their home, enjoying their family, while you out putting your life on the line for this shit, that's the spell. You ever wonder to yourself, why do people do what they do? They go so hard for some people who they don't even never know. They'll never know, never met. They just following orders. You ever thought about that? That's the spell. That's why I say zombies. Pay attention to what I tell you. Like, think about it. You putting all this energy into some shit that's insured. Insured. No matter what happened, they're going to get it back. Okay? That's just like riding around in a Brinks truck with millions of dollars in the truck and you working for not even a fraction of that shit. Does that make sense? You riding around in a truck full of this same shit you working for. You got to think sometimes. Where your free will at? See, these people done created a system that put your ass under that spell and make you feel as though you and think as though that's what you're supposed to do. But when you think about it, like I'm trying to get people to think, this shit don't make no sense. Now, I will protect and serve someone I love, someone I believe in, someone that loves me back. Not no fucking family that's wailing Italy some motherfucking well. Don't give a damn about you. Don't know who you is. Never heard your name. And if something was to happen to you, not now one of the motherfuckers coming to your grave. Officer. While you putting your life on the line for this shit ain't no better than nothing Walmart and Target and nothing. It's got insurance on it. They gonna get their money back. They designed the design. And I'm not talking about the shirt. I'm talking about the system. That's the spell. Think. That's all I'm trying to get you to do is think. That's it. Think. It's crazy, but it's the truth. Okay? But like I say, when you got people that controls your education, they're going to have a great deal. They're going to be more responsible for your life and your outcome than you are yourself. This is why we have to do away with them. Okay? We're talking about capitalism, Marxism, socialism, dictatorship. Man, y'all better look this shit up. And if we don't take back control, nothing's going to happen. But anyway, I want to say this too. How can you be a part of a system or a state or whatever you want to call it? How can you vote? And how can you be a part of a system you know don't give a fuck about you? Don't make no sense. JFK. Did you see what they did to JFK? If you ever see that JFK story, they fucked over JF. They did. Go look at the whole story. Go look at how all this shit became missing. Okay? And my thing is this. How can these people keep doing this? Go look at what JFK was trying to do in regards to what they didn't want to happen, in regards to how this got missing, how that got rearranged. Go look at the whole documentary. Same thing with MLK. They used Martin Luther King. They wanted Martin Luther King to come talk to the blacks for them. And Martin Luther King was like, no, we're not going to fight. We're going to be civilized. Like I tell you can't be rational to the unrational. It ain't going to happen. And it's a speech that Martin Luther King spoke. They never want you to find that speech. It's hard to find. Hard. But if you find that speech, you're going to hear him say, he realized that he led his people wrong all this time. Okay? That's when he woke up. You see Malcolm X out there wondering with that thing, like, fuck that. We ain't got to talk. We ain't got nothing to talk about. Y'all ain't crazy. Y'all know what y'all doing to us. Martin Luther King was more like, nope, we don't have to do that. Once he really found out what was going on, and he said that, look what they did to him. And then on top of that, gave him all the shitty streets in America. No disrespect. But y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. He put his life on the line. And we see how they feel about him. If you on Martin Luther King, you in the hood. And this is facts. This is not me being funny. This is not me being disrespectful. I'm just showing you what time it is. Same thing they did. Bill Cosby. Same way. If you know, Bill Cosby tried to buy the network twice. I think it was NBC, ABC. I think it was NBC. First time he did it, they killed his son. Or he was changing his tire on the side of the road and got hit by a car or whatever. Bullshit. The second time, y'all already know what happened. They let some motherfuckers come back 30, 40 years later and say, oh, he did this and that to me. If that shit don't look, and I'm not with no man touching no woman, but come on. You mean to tell me 30, 40 years later, motherfucker come and say, oh, you did this and that. But for those who know. And I'm going to leave that at that. But like I say, it's some bullshit. God gave you common sense for a reason. Use it. That's all I'm saying. And I'm going to say this to us. It's not to be racist. Black folks, we know we getting fucked over. On all levels. We get the short end of the stick. We know that. But the flip side of that is you got white folks. Some, not all. That feelings that they're getting over. But they don't know that they're getting fucked over too. And for the real ones who understand this, they know what I'm talking about. Like I be telling y'all, on that lower level, they gonna make us fight against each other all day. They gonna make it a white or black thing. They gonna do the woo. But in all actuality, we all getting fucked over. Cause we shopping the same stores, eating that same old bullshit ass, cancer ass food. We watching the same shit on TV. We paying big. We doing the exact same thing. May have a few privileges here and there, but guess what? They gonna sacrifice your ass too. That's facts. That ain't me talking. That ain't me being racist. That's facts. So please, like, don't think it's no different. It is the same. But like I said, at least black folks know they getting fucked over. Like, we know this shit ain't all good for us. But like I said, you got some out there, white folk that feel as though they're not getting that same treatment. But they are. Just with a little cherry on top. And that's just being real, man. Y'all understand where I'm coming from. Veterans. Look how veterans go over there and fight for they funky ass. Come back, leg blow off, dick halfway working, excuse my language. All kind of mental illnesses and diseases in certain cases. Mental illnesses and can't even get a job, can't get nowhere to stay, can't get no proper health care. These people outside of Publix selling memorabilia, hats and buttons and pins. That's fucked up, man. That's fucked up. And for every recruiter, I can't hardly say that word, but y'all get what I'm saying. That be at the schoolhouse catching these kids while they young, trying to get them to go over there. You know y'all ain't finna tell them the full story. Everybody gets paid in order to do their job. Meaning they gonna make the recruiters go hard. Because everybody they recruit, they gonna get paid. They gonna get, they gonna get that's that piece of meat that they put in front of you to keep you going. And they do that to everybody. As long as it's a little paycheck, a little piece of cheese involved, get you to do what they want you to do. That's one of the reasons they created money. Like they say, money move mountains. It's just the society we in. Fucked up. But look, it's fucked up what they do to the veterans. Scientists, real scientists. Scientists know once they go so far with them, they know what time it is. They're going to off them because they know too much. A lot of scientists are atheists because they know your biological structure. They know everything. They know what the cells do. They know what this do. They know everything about you more than you know. So therefore, a lot of the shit that they try to put and tell them, it don't make sense. And a lot of times, you got scientists in some cases that kill themselves. Why? Because they surrounded by a bunch of people that just really don't know what the fuck going on. It drives you crazy. And I know some of y'all feel where I'm coming from. When you be trying to wake a motherfucker up, it's hard, man. And some of these people, they rather stay asleep, bro. They rather stay asleep. So don't fault yourself. They scared. You know, so you got to find a way to get to them. You got to find a way to channel that and make them look at the shit that they doing in a way where a third grader can understand, like, nigga, something ain't right. But anyway, that's that. Doctors, right? What do doctors do? A lot of times doctors know, and it's a term for, I cannot think of this term. If y'all think of it, it's basically a term that basically says patients are going to believe everything that doctor says. And that doctor knows this psychologically. Anytime you see a commercial or they trying to push some shit, they got some dude with gray hair with a white coat on, some stethoscopes or whatever them shit is coming across their neck, dressed the part like they're a doctor. That motherfucker be a goddamn Uber driver or work for Amazon, anything. It's just he looks like he know what the fuck he talking about. Man, y'all got a second guess these doctors, man. Get a second opinion. Cause I'm telling you, man, you got some doctors, they just want the money. They figure you gonna drink and eat what you want to eat. They don't give a fuck. They finna go do whatever they gonna do to you. Get their money right, and they gonna take trips and shit with their family. They don't give a fuck what happened to you. Then you got some doctors by heart, or some of the best people in the world that know better. And they gonna tell you, you just gotta be connected, baby. And I tell you, when you become one with yourself, anybody around you, you can damn near say, nah, I don't like that vibe. Or, nah, he's straight, I feel him. You got to be in tune with yourself. And don't ask, it'll tell you. Like I say, the universe speaks. You just got to listen. Dr. Sebi. If it weren't for Dr. Sebi, and we know what happened. You know, we know what happened. You know, anytime somebody coming in and tapping into the pockets of Big Pharma, we know what happened. Like I told y'all, go watch Dope Sick and you'll see the powers that these motherfuckers have. The Sacklers. This is real story though. It's called Dope Sick. It's on Hulu. Go watch it. It's about the Oxycontin epidemic, the pain clinics and how this shit, ooh, crazy. Go watch it. I apologize when I said in the video I thought it was 3, but it's like 8 episodes. Go watch it. But anyway, Dr. Sebi. If it weren't for him, we wouldn't know that the body was full of mucus. When a doctor ever came out and said that, I mean publicly, to the point where we all knew that, like we know now. We got to give Dr. Sebi his props. He came, he did what he had to do, and he woke a lot of us up. And they didn't like that. They did not like that. And it was basic. I told y'all, you living in the world, religion is your mother, business is your father. These people don't care nothing about nothing but those 2 things. That's it. And one gonna keep you on the straight, keep you like this, and another one gonna keep you behind. But we give them all the power that they have. All we gotta do is stop supporting. That's it. Anyway, yeah, Dr. Sebi really put us on to a lot of things. I mean, we didn't know a lot of this shit. You know, we still watching his stuff. So I'm gonna keep his name alive much as I can. And I hope y'all do the same thing. And if you don't know who Dr. Sebi is, go look him up, man. Go look him up, man. That man came back. That man came and did something wonderful for the human race. Wonderful. And I got to salute him. I got to. Michael Jackson. Look what they did with Michael Jackson. A lot of y'all ain't see that speech Michael Jackson made when he was talking about, how, you know, he owned the Beatles catalog. That's huge, along with a couple other artists, big artists. He also was in the process, from what he was saying, was being half ownership of Sony. If you can find that that speech that Michael Jackson did, you're going to say, oh, wow. Now I see why they did what they did. Oh, wow. But like I be telling these youngsters, y'all ain't no motherfucking gangsters. Them the real gangsters. The Hillary Clintons and the Bill Clintons and the fucking George Bushes and the Ronald Reagans and all. Them the real gangsters. Don't be a whack a motherfucker that don't even do now day and be up for lunch tomorrow. It just blow my mind how we as people don't figure this shit out and say, you know what? Fuck this shit. We come up with our own everything. But as long as we keep participating in this fucked up ass system, nothing gonna change. Nothing's gonna change. I can guarantee you that. Nothing's gonna ever change. Monsanto. If you don't know who Monsanto is the company that produce genetically modified seeds, GMOs. This is where all the cancer shit coming from. Not only that, you have to go watch the documentary on how they do the farmers. These people, first of all, you got to understand there's a vault, right? A vault that they stored original organic seeds. They stored it, right? And from my understanding, Bill Gates has something to do with this too. They stored these seeds and gave us the GMO seeds. When they talking about, oh, seedless grapes, seedless watermelons, that's not the way we're supposed to consume fruits, vegetables, or nothing. But let's give you a small history of who Monsanto is. Monsanto is the big giants that create GMOs. They figured out a way, like these motherfuckers always do, to create seeds that doesn't reproduce its own seeds like it naturally supposed to. So therefore, when a fruit grows, it falls to the ground and it regrows itself. These motherfuckers done figured out a way to stop that plant or that fruit from doing that. Seedless. So now you got to go to them to buy the seeds. And I did a video about in India. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. In India, the farmers are committing suicide. Not by the ones, the twos, or the hundreds, but by the thousands. And you never hear this on TV. Go, right now as we speak, go do your research. Write it down. Write it down. How Monsanto done trick these people, right? Giving them money to buy seeds, saying knowing this shit ain't gonna grow, and when they can't pay them back, they take their land. And these people commit suicide. I'm talking about the thousands. You ain't gonna believe it. See, they gonna put all this R. Kelly. We know about R. Kelly pissing on the motherfucker. We know about this, and we know about that, and we know about this. No disrespect to R. Kelly, but you get what I'm saying. We know about all this bullshit, but we don't know about really what's going on. That's why I say it takes us to say, you know what? If you're gonna show us what you want to show us on your TV screens and try to manipulate the way we feel and how we feel towards certain things, fuck that. We cutting you off. I told y'all, as long as we keep going by this fucked up system, nothing's going to change. Just everything is going to happen just by design. Design. These people want to make the world a better place. They could. But anyway, Monsanto, that's what they is. And they had a 1 million man march when it came to the Monsanto, like a big ass. It's so many people was there. Go Google it. And you ain't never seen it on TV. They don't even talk about it on TV. But also go watch the farmers on how they can't go up against these big giants. They can't. Somebody trying to call me. They can't go up against these big giants, Monsanto. So go watch that documentary on how all the other farmers just tuck their tail between their ass like they make everybody else do. But it was this one farmer. It was actually a couple of them, but this one farmer, he fought him. Yeah, he lost. But it was fucked up. But I commend him for fighting and standing on for what he believed in. Because when you see the full, I'm just scratching the surface. When you see the full surface of what Monsanto is, it's going to blow your mind. You're going to say, damn, these people really do it? Yes. Yes. They tampering with everything around us. So when you go buy seeds to plant, GMOs. Anyway. HOA. Who the fuck came up with HOA? I did a video about that. How the guy that owned the development and he was head of HOA. Ain't that a conflict of interest? He owned the development and he was head of HOA. And they did an investigation. Guess what? He was taking the money from HOA buying That motherfucker was buying lobsters, expensive dinners, flights, all kind of crazy shit. Yeah. But who the fuck make somebody or give somebody the authority to say, hey, you can't do that or you can do this? And it's your fucking house. This is the last place you go to every day for peace and quiet, and you gonna own that. You got a group of motherfuckers want to govern that. Now, I'm all right with, keep the grass cut, don't make the block look bad, but cuz HOA, you can't paint your house what you want to paint it. You can't add this and that to you can't do shit. You can't do, and it's getting even worse with apartments with HOA. Because now you got to pay first month, last month rent, the security deposit, and you got to get HOA $1,000 on top of that. Come on, people, man. When we gonna wake the fuck up and come together and stop that shit? Cancer. Okay, cancer is an all-time high. And I've spoke verbally about my personal situation that had something to do with my daughter's mom when she had a cancer situation. Like I say, when we didn't have the insurance, they wouldn't speak to us. Moffitt, they wouldn't speak to us. But once we got the insurance, they flying us to Atlanta. They taking us, or you can go here and what they call the little bus you get on, and you go there. They go get you something to eat. But when you go to the center in Atlanta, it's like the aura, the vibe in the atmosphere. I can't explain it. I'm very in tune with my surroundings. But when I go there, it's set up like it's like this is your last hallway you walking through. The way that it's set up. They got different things there for different people. They got people that if you want to talk to. It just seems like it's a dark place. And a lot of people in that bitch have been told, you got 6 months, you got this, that. Man, I've met people like that, man. That's why I say, some people I've met, them people told me, man, the doctor said this, and we said, nah, we doing that, and made the right decision. And if you got people in there, the doctors, it goes both ways, but I'm telling you for a fact, do your own research. Deal with doctors that you connect with. If you feel as though this doctor has a personal, like it's not for you, period, get you another doctor. I'd rather roll the dice on my motherfucking self than to be, dealing with somebody I know don't fuck with me or I know don't really care. And you'll know, you just got to be in tune, baby. You got to listen when the universe speaks. But we need to stop that shit, right? And like I say, another thing, schools. You know what I'm saying? We know the curriculums in schools are not to better us. It is to keep us on that low vibration. And I told y'all, once they bring you to an animal state of vibration or animal state of consciousness, you can be controlled. People really thinking they use full capacity of their brain. No, you're not. You can heal yourself. But if I told you that, you're going to think I'm crazy. You're going to look at me like I'm stupid. You can heal yourself just by thought alone. You know what I'm saying? Be happy, man. Don't give a fuck what's happening. You got to be happy. But these people put all these obstacles in front of us and make us sad. Like, bro, you control what's make you sad and what make you happy. I told you that. You have to hack yourself. You know what I'm saying? If I give you $1 million and you happy, what if you could get that same feeling with just waking up in the morning? Because waking up in the morning is way worth more than $1 million. You see what I'm saying? And I'm like this because it's like, bro, I understand. It's like the Matrix. Once you figure that shit out, it's nothing can touch me. Because I understand so I can stand over it. I overstand. That's all I'm saying. I said all those things. I went down that list to say all this. I said all that to say this. How can we be a part of a world, right, that pays more attention to that bullshit than what they should be paying attention to? How can we be a part of a world and vote and agree with people that we know don't like us? Don't you think the White House been called the White House long enough? The White House. Why won't they change the name? I know it ain't about racism, but it's about the perception, man. It's like, I wake up every day, man, and I be like, Why we here? What the purpose? You know what I mean? Man, these folks got us so distracted. These folks got us so off balance. No, it just blows my mind from where we at, and I see where we going. That's what I'm saying. From where we at, we fucked up, but where we going, we getting even more fucked up. Because everything is becoming on the grid. And once everything hit on the grid, all the movies y'all watch, when they talk about Skynet, Skynet is a real company. When they talk about Skynet and all this shit, bro, you're not going to be able to control your own. In a minute, you're not going to be able to control your own thoughts. As of right now, a lot of people think they're in control, but they're not. You are forced to make decisions and choices within the circumference of what you've been given to make decisions and choices from. You get what I'm saying? Excuse me. So my thing is this. If we don't wake up, and I'm talking about soon, this shit gonna be trouble, man. It's gonna be trouble. It's gonna be trouble, bro. It's gonna be trouble. And we have to know who the real enemy is. We have to know who the real enemy is. And like I say, we are abiding by laws and doing shit, obeying people we've never met. I've never met a president. I've never met a governor. I've never met none of the lawmakers. I've never met none of these people. But yet we living in the world and abiding by this shit. That's what you call control. You a zombie. So with that being said, man, it's your boy Papa Duck. Y'all already know I ain't want to make this video that long, but I'm gonna get it to y'all. And I appreciate y'all for fucking with me. I appreciate y'all for checking me out and always sharing my stuff, liking my stuff. Even if we don't agree, man, we still family, man. We gonna it's gonna be like that sometimes. But for the most part, man, I come to bear positive energy, and I just try to get people to think. That's it. So with that being said, man, it's your boy Papa Duck. Like I always tell y'all, in order for your ad to be found, you must first be what?